Okay, so I'm going to record. We are going to walk through, this is just more designing graphics. You can kind of just watch how I would design, well, what I'm designing is an example graphic that we talked about last week on Zoom that everybody's going to be able to reuse. It's going to be a template graphic for their Facebook parties. And so you're going to be able to reuse it. And I'm just going to design it. You basically are sitting in on me designing this graphic. So hi, my pretty Marla. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to share my screen first. The first thing that we want to do is we want to go to the workstation under the marketing tab, and we want to pull some graphics. So these are going to be graphics that we put as a part of our form, and they're just any graphics. So I'm going to search for a fragrance flower, let's just say. And I only want images. So I only want marketing and I only want images. That's what I want. So then I'm going to apply those filters. And all right, so it doesn't matter which fragrance because they all look the same, right? So I'm going to save this image. I'm going to create a quick folder. Oh, I'll just put them in here in pics. Okay, so we're going to save a fragrance flower. Let's take some whiffs. And yeah, let's do the tub. Let's do a tub of whiffs. View that image. So I'm right clicking on it and I'm just saving the image. And let's do warmer. So right now I'm just in the marketing tab and I'm typing, and I'm just looking for products that we're going to keep, or products that don't have a background. So if it has like this light gray, so let's see, if it has light gray, then it doesn't have a background, and we can use this image to place on our, now I don't know how that's going to look on a graphic, but is that kind of weird looking? Maybe. Well, we'll save it anyways. Okay, save. And then let's search for a warmer again. So again, right now I'm just collecting some graphics that we're going to use as part of our design. Let's view more. And I didn't pre-select graphics on purpose because I wanted you to see how I'm going in and snagging these graphics that I'm going to make a part of our design. So I otherwise would have gone in and saved these ahead of time, but I wanted you to see this is how you start building a design. Should we take one of these? No. Let's wax. I don't know if it'll come up under wax. We probably have to put bar. Okay, there we go. Let's pull a current fragrance. Jammy time. Oh, that's actually an old image though. It doesn't have the bike on it anymore. So we're not going to do that. Perfect. Now and then. Perfect. Save image. Let's do a clip. We want, so if you type something in and you get all of this stuff, just change your filter options to be an image, and you only want marketing, and then that'll start pulling up. I want a car bar. There we go. That's what I want. Save image. Okay, and let's do pods. Picked for you. Let's do summer collection. So I'm just clicking view image, then I'm right clicking on it and I'm saving it into this folder that I created. All right, let's take another pod. And if at any time you have a question or want to say anything, just unmute yourself. I can't see you guys because I'm looking at my screen. So if you're raising your hand or waving at me, I can't see you. All right, and let's grab a Scentsy Go and a soak, and we will be good to go. Oh, maybe a mini fan too, because those are cool. Save image. Save. Perfect. Save that mini fan. And if you're working from your phone or your iPad, it really is a lot easier to save these. It's a lot faster, in my opinion. But for the sake of this Zoom, and I would tell you, probably if I wasn't doing a training on it, I probably would be designing this on my phone because I design most of my graphics from my phone using a program or an app called Over. But my gosh, if you asked 10 different people what they use on their phone to design things, they'll tell you 10 different answers. So, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just saving images from the workstation, and I'm going to use PicMonkey because it's the one I'm most familiar with when I work on a computer. But there's also canva.com. There's Photify on your phone that has the Scentsy images already in it. I just find that program a little bit more cumbersome than the apps that I'm used to. So, okay, mini fan, and what did I say? We want a soak, and then I think we're good to go. And you want it with the gray background because then it's just the product. Now, in some circumstances, you might want the product already stylized. Oh, well, of course, I pick one that's not available. Let's pick. Can't go wrong with some sea salt avocado. But yeah, if you're creating a graphic and you already want the product stylized, then there's those images as well. But for the sake of putting this, and you'll see how this comes together, we want no background on our products. Okay, we are good to go. We're going to head over to picmonkey.com, and I want to start with a blank canvas. And what's this going to be? It's typically, it's going to be, we're just going to call it a Facebook post. And this is going to be the Facebook Live post graphic. Oh, you know what else I should probably do is, well, I won't do that yet. I was going to say snag a photo of my pretend host, but we actually don't need to do that right now. So we're going to add an image, and I'm just going to use their stock photo options, and let's just use something fun for a background. So maybe they've got some cool backgrounds. Let's see. Background color. Yeah, we can do background color. Let's just pick a color. We'll just go with something that's fun. Okay. So there's our background color. And then we want a square, which is going to be, let's see. That's what I'm looking for is over here. And you guys were all blocking that for me. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys right there. Okay, this is, so we made a background color. This is filters. This is to make some, this beautifies all kinds of changes you can make to a person, better known as, or otherwise known as Photoshop. Text, images. All right, we want a shape, and I just want a basic shape because this is going to be the placeholder for our photo of our hosts. So let's put this, I'm going to put her right here in the middle. All right, and then let's put a background behind her. So again, you're just kind of, I'm not really explaining what I'm doing, other than, you know, just kind of showing you. You're just kind of watching as I go through designing this image. Okay, over here, I want to change the color of this, and let's make it a fun pink. And we want this to be, so here's all my layers. So anytime that you create a new element in design, it creates these layers. And so see how my pink square that I just added is on top of my thin square, which I don't want. I will select that and tell that to go underneath this thin square. So now this thin square is really going to be where we put the picture of our hostess. So I'm going to just type in here. We're going to add text. Host photo. So that we know that this is just where we are going to put. This is going to be the only thing you're going to have to, the only thing that you're going to have to add once this graphic is done. It's the only element of this that you're going to have to add in order to share it. The rest of it's going to be general, and you can plop their photo in really quickly. So you'll want to put it in this square. That way it'll have a little frame that's pink around it. Let's add some text. Now, one of the things that I love about PicMonkey is that it has so many different elements that you can use. So let's see, if I type in tape, I don't want to use any of those. And remember, we are creating this so that you can post it on Facebook, your host can post it and share via text message. So we can make it as vibrant and colorful as we want to. Let's do this. So I'm going to add this tape. And because it's a little hard to see, let's see if I can change the colors at all. No, well, I don't like that color, so delete. Let's try washy. Nope. Okay, let's try banner. There we go. Let's do So we're gonna go this, I'm gonna make it bigger. All right, we're gonna add text that says to I feel like I should maybe have music playing in the background. Wouldn't that be better? Maybe I should. No, because then I can't hear you if you ask me any questions. And again, if anybody wants to know anything, I can't see you, so you just would have to unmute. So I'm turning this. I want to get, let's see, I want this to shrink. Get out of my way. I want this to shrink. Because I want it to fit right in here. Can you see me or can you only see my screen?
We can see you.
Oh, you can? So you see all the funny faces that I make when I do? Now you're going to pay attention. Don't pay attention. Autumn always makes fun of me when I'm working on the computer. I make all kinds of funny faces. All right. Let's change this font to, oh yeah, that's a good one. All right. So then see though, after we change the font, we kind of have to modify a little bit, make it fit. Move it up. And this now doesn't really need to be that big. Okay, to my quarantined friends. This creek gives us just a little bit more room. There we go. My quarantine friends, I'm hosting. Let's see, add text. I'm hosting a live Facebook Scentsy party. We're going to move this. Come on. There we go. Pull it to here. Let's change this font. Want some fun movie over here for a minute. Some script. Handwriting. I don't like that font. I'm so I could spend forever just trying to pick fonts. And because we are all going to be using this, I want to make sure that it looks good. So, and let's get this set. Of course, they give you like a million fonts to choose from. Oh, I kind of like that. All right, we're going with this. And then we're going to take this and we're going to move that up to there. And we're going to move this up to here. The host photo. Okay, this is where we are going to then add another text box. And it's going to say, me. We're going to move this to over here. Join me. And I'm going to add a new text box. And it's going to be smaller and it's going to say, new products. Replenish your stash. Gifts. Delivery straight to your door because they're going to be ordering online. 30-minute. So you can see it. 30-minute live Facebook demo. All right, so we're going to pull it like this. Then we're going to shrink them down. And I want them all justified. And we're going to bold this. Bold. Join me. All right, let's put a little fun. Let's see, what could we put there? What could we put? Let's see, a bullet point. All right, how about a cute little star? Maybe. Or not. Mm. I don't. All right, forget it. Dot maybe. There we go. That's a good one. So we'll turn this. Oops. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? Just kidding. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is that way for you. All right, let's change the color. We're going to use this pink. All right, well, that worked out perfect. Okay, and so you can see, I kind of fumble and search for graphics, and that just happened to pop up, and so that's perfect. All right, one more little element that we want to design, and I actually am going to copy this one because I just am going to reuse. So copy and paste, and I'm going to make it shorter, and I'm going to make it fatter, and I'm going to put it down here. Yeah, because I can't cover up or where our host photo is going to be. And this is going to say, I'm going to add text, and it is going to say, do you need anything? Let me know if you'd like to come. Because you have to be invited. This is not just a mass post and hope people show up on Facebook. This is an actual intentional party that we're going to be doing. So, let's see. And again, this is what we're going to talk about tonight on Zoom, is putting these elements of this party together. And this graphic is one of those elements that you're going to need. So why not show you how I design? Since I was just going to do it anyways and design it and have it for our Zoom tonight, why not have you in on it just to watch? Okay, do you need anything? Let's make this longer. And in my opinion, again, it is so much easier on the phone to make graphics. I mean, it just moves a lot faster than my computer and my mouse can, but all right, we're gonna move that, and we're gonna move this. And then sometimes that happens where things just delete automatically. Put extra spaces in, so now we can shrink this. And we can shrink this. And now we fit. Okay, now, and we want to make sure that this font is the same as this font. So this is Monterey. We want this one to be the same. And of course, that always happens. When you change the font, then you have to change. Okay, host photo will go here. And this is a smidge. Now we place the products and we're done. So those products that I saved from the workstation, we're going to add from the computer. And it was in Pix, and I'm holding down the, oh, it won't let me. I was gonna say I was holding down the shift key, hoping I could add them all at once, but it's not letting me. So we're gonna add them one at a time. And computer, the go. And add image, computer, the fan, and add image from the computer. Add image, soak. Add image. I'm going to skip the pineapple plugin. All right, let's start placing these. So I'm just shrinking the size. So playing around with the size so we can make it all fit. We'll put the pod. With the Scentsy Go. All right, and let's put a Scentsy bar. I thought I saved this. Oh, I did. And because that's so hard to see, let's see. Add a little shadow effect. Still maybe too hard to see. I think we need a pop of color. And I probably could add one or two more products, but we have our graphic. So I'll probably go in, I'll add a different color bar. I'll have to sign back into the workstation to get it. I'll add a different color bar here and maybe one more little product here and one more product here. And our graphic is good to go. What do you think? I want to say it's easy. It is easy, but it's just a lot of, you spend time changing fonts and moving things, and you change the font on words, and then it makes it a little longer, so you have to adjust. But realistically, I mean, if you actually look at the elements that built that graphic, it's images from the workstation and some colors and some fonts. And now we have this. So it is a graphic that we can reuse and reuse and reuse. And all you have to do is enter the hostess's picture. And all of this is going to make sense when we start talking tonight about putting these elements together to create this Facebook Live party. So tonight's Zoom is going to be part 1. And the next week's Zoom is going to be part 2. Actually, let me stop the recording really quickly.